Once a giant, always a giant.
Welcome back to All Day Giants. Today we're going to be doing something different. I haven't done this yet. It's something I want to do more of during the course of this offseason. We're going to be doing an all 22 of Daniel Jones's. I'm going to do mostly interceptions because that's like I want to see what he saw and what Jason Garrett called up and things like that. But I'm also going to do his incompletions just so I can see, like, okay, were there any receivers open? What could you have done? Things like that. First, we're going to get started off with the interception against Dallas, Week 17 to Donovan Wilson. Let's get right into it. As most of us already know, this was Evan Ingram's fault. Like, as you can see from the jump, it's a good pass. When I first saw this, it was a great pass by Jones. He sat in the pocket and delivered a nice ball to Evan Ingram, and Evan Ingram just decided he didn't want to catch the ball. It's been a reoccurring problem. Right there, clean pocket, as you can see. For the first time, our O-lineman is giving him time in the pocket. He had a good 1-2 step drop, nice drop back. Delivers a nice pass to Evan Ingram. Drop, tipped in the air. It's going the other way. Now, things like that's my main problem when it comes to Evan Ingram is that it's not even like we're asking him to make circus catches. That is an easy catch that regular tight ends are making on a daily basis. You're a former first round pick, so of course you're gonna have high expectations on this team. So if you're drafted as a guy, not only was supposed to be catching the ball, but like you were expected to do good after the catch. You've been okay after the catch, but during the fact, like you haven't been able to catch the ball. Right there was a perfect example of how Evan Ingram was not able to catch the ball, and you see the result. It's going the other way. Sometimes for 6, that usually doesn't happen, but we can't have turnovers like this. And a lot of these, this is why when people bring up turnovers for Daniel Jones, like they don't account for the missed pitches that against the 49ers that he had. And then like this, for example, when he throws the ball, it's a good pass and Evan Ingram drops and it's tipped in the air and it's intercepted. They don't account for that. They just love to say, oh, Daniel Jones has this amount of turnovers, so this is what he's going to equate to. Let's go to the next play. Now we got the interception against Tampa. This was probably one of his worst games of the season. I'll say it. It was one of his worst games of the season. He missed out on a lot. Now let's just go through the play. Obviously, it looks like they're blitzing. They might have bluffed it on this play, but it looks like they're blitzing. They bluffed it. Now let's go back. I want y'all to watch Darius Williams at the top of your screen. Just watch him the entire route. Boom, got him. Look, he's wide open. You've got to hit that. And then he forces it down here, Golden Tate, and it's intercepted because you have to make that play as a young. That's why I said it was one of his worst games. Darius Slayton was wide open. You can't say he wasn't. I'm gonna go back to it. Watch Darius Slayton the entire time. Boom, got him. He jumped. Look at the corner. The corners, and this is why corners have been able to pick Daniel Jones apart from time to time, is because watch how the corner watches Daniel Jones the entire way. And when Darius Slayton is wide open, he's not worried because Daniel Jones isn't looking across the field. He's focused on Golden Tate and forces the ball to him. You'll see it. The corner's not want to. He may have looked back, but he's focused on Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones doesn't look back there. Like Daniel Jones, he did that multiple times this game where he missed the guy downfield. You cannot do that. And then especially on top of missing the wide open touchdown, then you're throwing an interception when you didn't have to. Then he throws it. Carlton Davis takes it the other way. Can't have that. Another thing, take the sack. live to see another down. One of my favorite. It was a love-hate thing with Eli. Was that if Eli knew a play was dead, like Eli doesn't have the mobility that Daniel Jones has, but Eli understood. Okay, this play is dead. I'm going down. Eli would fall. Daniel Jones, I get he's young, and a lot of rookies do this. They tend to do this. They try to make something out of nothing. You don't have to do that every time. That's not a necessity. That's not something that you have to do every single time on every single play. Right here, you can see the guy's pulling at his jersey. Go down. It's that simple. You don't see anything open. Right here, you'll see it right behind where I can't really tell what receiver that is, but the receiver on the 25-yard line coming across the middle. Boom, wide open. You have to hit him over top of the linebacker. That's that's a first down. You've got to make that play. And I get the pocket was collapsing, but you can see it. The receiver's wide. That's Darius Slayton, I believe. Oh no, that's Austin Mack. It looks like Austin Mack. Austin Mack's gonna come across. He's gonna go behind the linebacker. Yeah, that's Austin Mack. Boom! You've got to hit him. Daniel Jones, I get this pressure, but you got to hit him right there. And then, as you see, somebody's pulling on his jersey, and the guy's like, okay, I'm going to make, and he throws an interception. That's why I said this was one of his worst games of the season. He tried to make nothing. We'll get a better view on this one. Boom! Right there. You cannot tell me that Daniel Jones cannot fit that ball over. I think that's Levante David. I know he's one of the top linebackers, but Daniel Jones, right here, you set your feet and you deliver that ball to Austin Mack. That's the first down. Instead, you continue, fall down, like that's not necessary. We're gonna go into the next play. Now, I'll say it before I let it play. This was not an interception. I was screaming about it during the game, and I was still standing on it now. This was not an interception. Nonetheless, was a bad play by Jones. You'll see why. Jones is lined up under center. He had Austin Mack come through in motion. Boom. Chase Young right here. Okay, you got that's not something you have to force. You cannot tell me, okay, he beats him. Boom. Right here. Fall down. You do not have to force it. I get it. This is a pass that you want to make. Live to see another down. You do not have to force this ball. That is not what you have to do. Look at that. Forces it. Kendall Fuller recognizes it. Gets the interception. Chase Young blew that play up by the time you said hike. Fall down. You're not needed to make the extra play. Live to see another down. Even if we get 3 right here, it's better than nothing. Okay, Chase Young's in your face. You did not have to throw that. That is a Daniel Jones interception. Those are the type of plays when we say, I need to see him not make in year 3. Next play. Now, the problem with this one was that this was on a potential. I think the score was like 9-17 right here. Daniel Jones. We'll go through the play. We'll break it down and things like that. But this was not. I think it was kind of a forced pass in my opinion. He forced it, and Darius Williams is one of the most underrated corners in the league. I will give that to him. He picked off Daniel Jones right here, and this was week 4 earlier in the season. I need to see one of the biggest things I've said it many times on this channel. I need Daniel Jones to have that game-winning ability. He's at, I think, 1 to 2 game-winning drives. But this was a 2-minute drill. You're in the red zone. You're down 9-17. You need a touchdown +2 to tie the game. A turnover is not what you can have right here. Run the ball. Daniel Jones is at least making it to the 10-yard line. At least. That's a first down. At least you're making it to the first yard line. You pump, instead of throwing the ball, you pump fake it. Obviously, he's going to jump that. You at least get to the 10-yard line. It's still, as you see, 54 seconds left. It's more to the top right. It's 54 seconds left. I'm not sure if we had a timeout or not, but even that, you can get up and spike the ball. Live to see another down. You did not have to force this ball. Use your legs. Go pick up the first down, slide, and do what Daniel Jones is known for not liking to slide for some reason. So he could even got to the 5 by trying to make a dude miss or something. Instead, he throws the ball. It gets picked. He would have had to made the dude standing by the 5-yard line miss, but he could have nonetheless still got to the 10-yard line. I don't agree with the throw, especially on a game-winning drive. It just doesn't make sense in my opinion. You don't have to throw that. The ball was forced. We'll look at it at this angle as well. I love how he stepped up in the pocket. Boom. That's what I need him to do that a lot more. He doesn't like to step up in the pocket. He likes to keep his eyes downfield, but you have to take for like a second. Step up in the pocket and then go. Even here, I know his eyes were locked in on one receiver, which they didn't have to be. There were 3 options he could have did right here. 1, check it down to Deion Lewis. Boom. Deion Lewis is getting a first down easily. He can probably make that guy miss. If he doesn't, he's still getting to the 10-yard line, 5-yard line easily. You can run the ball. You're getting to the 10-yard line, 15, maybe even like the 12 to be 12, between 12 and 10 easily. Don't throw this ball. You didn't have to. You're trying to force it to a receiver who wasn't there. Obviously, he wasn't there. I think that's like CJ Board. CJ Board's not catching that. 1, you've got to know your personnel. Now, our receiving core needs a wide receiver 1 badly, but nonetheless, this is not a pass that you had to make. You easily step up in the pocket. I see what he saw. He saw. That's a hell of a play from a corner. That's a great play from a cornerback. Darius Williams. I think it was Darius Williams, I believe. Great play. He dove for the pick. He caught it. Daniel Jones had a little bit of room there that he tried to fit it in. I see what he was trying to do, but that on a crucial drive like this, you don't make that pass. It was a little bit of room, but you don't make that pass. You take the safe play. You either check it down to Deion Lewis or you run the ball, pick it up yourself. Next play. 1 against Pittsburgh. Another case of him not wanting to fall down and take the sack and live to see another down. Instead, he tried to force it. It gets balled up in the air, and a defensive lineman, Cameron Hayward, gets the interception. That's unacceptable. We can't have that. Boom. Bud Dupree, you're out. Okay, you don't see nothing. You can easily 100% outrun Bud Dupree and easily get down to the 7 or the 5. Saquon could possibly block him, and you can find your way to the end zone. Instead, you're trying to force a pass. Where do you see a guy? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 white jerseys to outnumber 1, 2, 3, 4 blue jerseys. Who are you gonna fit a pass to? Honestly, like, you cannot. There's not one person. Look, who do you see? Okay, you see the check down to Saquon. Not there. You're not getting this pass to the guy in between 4 white jerseys. You also have Bud Dupree screaming at your face, throw the ball away. Don't live to see another down. That you cannot have that. It was forced. And then Cameron Hayward gets the pick. Unacceptable. Boom. Outrun him. Who are you throwing the ball to? Darius Slade was not going to get to that. That's not a pass that was needed to be there. That was forced. Now we're going to switch over to some incompletions. There's one thing I want to touch on. It was in the Tampa Bay game that we're going to go to. You can see it. 4th and 5. We were down 25-17. Big down. There's a specific reason why I wanted to go to this specific play. It's one of my favorite plays of the season. Shows a lot of potential for Slayton. Look at this. Boom. Daniel Jones is going to... Here, I'm going to show my cross. Daniel Jones is going to go up here. Does this look... Obviously, our right tackle. I believe that's Matt Peart. Matt Peart is... Yeah, Matt Peart. He's got the guy right here. I'm going to let the play continue. Don't back up. You've got all this room right here. Instead of backing up, which you continue to do, obviously he can therefore break off of the tackle and come and get you instead of you stepping up in the pocket and being able to look for your reads again. And therefore, this is why one of my favorite plays. Darius Slayton comes back and get it, makes 2 guys miss, picks up the fourth down on one of the most crucial drives. We'll look at from the other angle. It'll show a better angle from here. Oh, it's Cameron Fleming. Boom. Right here. Step up. You give it to him right here. He's at least running 4 or 5 yards. Easily. Oh no, what's his name? Devin White's. He's pretty fast. He might get there. But point being, he's good. He's good. They're good. Right here. Step up. Andrew Thomas continues to block. Zeitler continues to block. Stop stepping back here. Step up in the pocket. There was no reason for you to step back here. None at all. Now he gets to break off of him and come and get you and now you're gonna have to make on your back foot. You're gonna have to toss a pass, and 9 times out of 10, this is not gonna get there. This was the one time that it does get there. Look at that, and then he throws you on the ground. He has to come back and get it, make 2 guys miss, pick up the first down. In my opinion, terrible play by Jones. He got really lucky. This is a 4th and 15 on the same drive, I believe. Sterling Shepard saved this. I think this was actually a pretty good play by Jones. I'm not going to lie. This was a 4th and 15. So why this route is here just doesn't make sense to me. Jason Garrett, it's a 4th and 15. This drag route is not scaring nobody. Evan Ingram is not making 1, 2, 3 guys miss who will beat him around here. I like Jones. Steps up in the pocket. Still, look at that. All this field. Delivers a nice pass. Sterling Shepard picks it up. Beautiful play by Jones. Jason Garrett still confuses me why you have a drag route going across the field. And for those who would say it's just to bring somebody down in coverage or it's just a filler, there's no reason for a filler to be there. I don't even think the Jets would on a 4th and 15 play a drag route. I know they got beat by the Raiders on a deep play, but that's different. I don't think on a 4th and 15 they would have jumped on the drag route and had something else open. Why that drag route is there makes no sense to me. Jones is not throwing this ball. Instead of doing that, Evan Ingram might need a way better chip block than that. Instead of doing that, send him over here. Send him on a cross route. What is this going to do? Absolutely nothing. Jones steps up, gives him time, delivers a nice throw on a run to Sterling Shepard. Boom, picked it up. I know we said we'll do incompletions, but I actually want to touch up on his touchdowns because I don't like to be all negative about Jones. I want to show his potential too. Now, Jones' arm isn't Josh Allen but Patrick Mahomes. Jones just does have a really good arm, in my opinion. Not really good, but a good enough arm to throw deep balls, and he should not only be throwing 40. I think it was like 20 out of 40 deep balls over the course of the season. That's embarrassing. Jason Garrett needs to fix his scheme and therefore throw deeper balls. That's why I want Jalen Waddle, because Jalen Waddle is going to force him to throw the ball deep. Daniel Jones' deep ball is beautiful. Watch right here. This is an easy, I think, like 45, 43-yard pass to Slayton for a touchdown against one of the better defenses in the league. Steps up in the pocket. He's not even on. He was just, when Jones started throwing this ball, he was just on his break. Now he's on his break. Gets there. Boom. Touchdown. Go deep more. Beautiful pass by Daniel Jones. Darius Slayton got there. In my opinion, Saquon helps a lot. You see, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys in the box. We've got to pass the ball. Like, this was week 1. They off the jump, teams knew they're gonna try and beat us with Saquon, and that's what we try and do. That's what we tried to do, and that's why he had like 6 rushing yards. Beautiful pass by Daniel Jones. Like I've been preaching this whole video, step up in the pocket. You see Andrew Thomas, he's got him coming around here. You step up, exactly what he did. Delivers a nice pass downfield. The camera work is awful. Delivers a nice pass to Daniel Jones. Week 17 against Dallas. This entire game, I was preaching zip. Like, Daniel Jones' pass looked soft. Like, I know he was still recovering from an injury and things like that, but he didn't have enough zip on his balls. I was preaching it the entire game. Like, you have to throw harder. A lot of his passes didn't seem like he was putting oomph on it. I was like throwing the ball hard. This play completely caught me by surprise. He zipped the ball to Dante Pettis. Dante Pettis couldn't handle the ball. Boom. Zipped it right by the corner. Dante Pettis caught it in the end zone. Touchdown. Beautiful pass. This is what I need to see from Jones a lot more. I like to see when he puts zip on the ball, throws the ball like he means it. Down the seam, I'm gonna say wide open because I'm not wide open, but obviously he got it there. Zip, boom, got it there. Dante Pettis, touchdown. Next play. This was the one game we should have won. Again, his deep ball is beautiful. I need Jason Garrett to go downfield. I'm not going to miss Golden Tate, but this was one of my... He did have a sprinkle of these plays. Beautiful ball. Corner didn't turn around. He delivers it right where it needs to be. Golden Tate is easily the same size as that corner. Easily. As you see, Golden Tate beats him. My favorite thing, Jones sat in the pocket, delivers a nice ball over the corner. Golden Tate goes up and gets it. Beautiful. We're going to look at it from this angle. It's a little bit laggy. Delivers a nice ball to Golden Tate. Easy. We're going to cap it off with this one. This was easily my favorite throw by Daniel Jones all year. It landed right under the linebacker's arm. Deion Lewis slid and got it. One of my favorite passes by Jones, probably of his career so far. This was a beauty all around. I couldn't have asked him to do anything better right here. Delivers it. Boom. Right under him. Beautiful. Touchdown. I was hyped after this. I was hyped after this day. This has been All Things Giants. Thank you for coming to my All 22. Let me know what you think about Jones's progression, about what I've said about if you agree or disagree about how I've judged whether he can step up in the pocket, things like that. Let me know. Don't forget, it's free. Like, comment, subscribe, support the channel. Roll to 100 subscribers. Let's get to it. Peace.